thank you, Toshin, for showing me this. Was they wanted to, there was a very small tidbit that happened at the end. I'm obviously not going to get this. These are kind of expensive, and I would want something that I would play if I was to get one. But here's a little cool snippet. Here, let me put up volume.
I like to see. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Right. Just speculation. We just like living our dreams or whatever.
Just living my dreams. I would say that I'd love to work on a CBS 2 cabinet with having CBS games, even the portable game, and having some SNK games on there along with Capcom games, and maybe 12 or 14,000 on that one, and with CBS 2 as the market title. So free CBS 2 next.
Free CBS 2.
Yeah, hashtag free CVS 2. Can we get that running again? Can we try that again now? So that's John D. And what's crazy is that's probably more likely that we could probably get that. No. So, okay. So, aside from Arcade 1-Up Cab, obviously we don't really care about Arcade 1-Up Cab. What we're talking about is having it so that it has a chance to be re-released in some way. That was the whole goal of free MVC2, right? Was so that we could, the whole goal of free MVC2 was so that we could actually have the ability to, so that it could be freed and be played at a re-release in some way. Unfortunately, even from when Max was talking about it, there's a message that kind of gets said in a different interview by them that essentially
is momentum. It did get the attention of Capcom Marvel, so we were lucky enough to bring both parties together to release this one last time.
So unfortunately, what it sounds like is they were able to talk to Marvel and Capcom and say, hey, one last time, can we bring this together into something we can release out? People are interested. Can we do that? And unfortunately, it seems like what the main thing, obviously what Max probably most likely wanted was a re-release in some way, right? A way for play on modern consoles. Yeah. You think so? But it from the feel of it, you know, Marvel didn't. I'm from the feel of like how Max feels about it. I probably am on the same boat that Marvel is the hardest to convince to probably release this, right? Because Marvel, after MVCI, they probably, you know, were probably not happy with how that turned out, and so they probably are not happy with Capcom having the license. And so I'm pretty confident this probably is a one-time thing. I don't think this will be coming back. Now, I'm hopeful that there could be a different talk for CVS2 because Capcom, I guess so. This one right here. During EVO, it seems like, unfortunately, Marvel and Capcom seem to be don't have the collaboration that they used to, right? No, it doesn't. But, I mean, okay. We're just hoping that it comes. We want it to come out. Obviously, we want it to come out with rollback and stuff. But I'm just saying, for Marvel and Capcom probably weren't at good odds with each other for free MVC2, right? That seems a little bit different for Capcom and SNK, because during EVO, they were giving these out where we had Welcome Back to EVO with SNK and Capcom being like, hey, welcome back, and actually kind of collaborating in a little bit, not obviously in a game, but in a way to like, hey, we're promoting each other. Now, whether or not we can get a hashtag free CVS2 to go as far as Max's free hashtag MVC2, but I would think that SNK and Capcom have a better relationship now than they have been in a long time, where this is probably would be the best chance for us to get some sort of. I would love a modern release for, obviously, everyone here in my chat, which is only like 5 of you, would love a re-release of CVS2 on modern consoles with rollback, obviously, right? Just more chances to play it online, more chances for new players to play it online against people. That way they don't have to constantly go to an arcade, play and emulate it. and all that kind of stuff. We appreciate the emulation, but for it to reach a wider audience, we would love for it to get released in modern in some way, right? And so re-release over Fightcade, because some people don't have Fightcade, aren't going to put in the time to actually do Fightcade. Because then you can actually, if it's actually truly released, then they might actually be able to do promos with it. They can promote it. It'll be part of their marketing program. Hey, we're re-releasing this out, and then it gives us a chance for when, Fightcade is a hurdle, and so it at least allows, even if the game doesn't do too well, even if it's re-released and netcode's horrible, Anniversary Collection for 30th Anniversary Collection, as well as even HD Remix, brought players to Super Turbo, because they started at HD Remix, and they're like, oh, I didn't know this game was like this, and then they came to Super Turbo. And so the goal would be, even if the game is bad, which we don't want it to be, obviously we want it to actually be released, because there's a limited number of people that we can play on Fightcade. Because I would want to actually be able to play in a lobby where you play one person, play 2 games, then you go to a next person, you play more people. I want to play as many people as possible to get that kind of experience, right? And then you can actually have this running on modern consoles, and people don't have to bring, PS2s and Dreamcasts and all this kind of stuff, right? That would be the goal, right? That would be the end goal, is for more people to play. End goal, Gunter, is more. I want more people to play this game. That's the whole goal. Is I want more people to play CVS2. That's the main goal.